What's up, y'all, man? It's BCA ready for war, not for play. And the video for today is why it's hard to date women, Western women, on retention. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is how difficult it is for the retention journey in general, man. So I want y'all first to understand that when you're on this journey, the journey isn't to um, date as many people as you can. That's not the goal. The goal is to really focus on what you want out of life, how to fulfill your purpose, how to sharpen your craft, how to get better at what you do. That's really the purpose of retention in the first place. Like my shirt says, this is culturally inappropriate, and I think I'm wearing this shirt for a lot of the times, a lot of the videos I do, because I need y'all to understand that what I'm talking about is not popular. This is the reason why I have 350 subscribers on my channel, because I talk about things that are not of the culture. And the stuff that I'm about to talk about now, I'm not about to bash anyone, talk bad about anyone. I just want you to understand the mindset difference between a man on retention and a woman, a Western woman, average Western woman. We ain't got to even go that deep into how she is and all this type of stuff. We're gonna talk about the basics, okay? The number one reason why it is hard to date a woman while you're on retention, modern woman, is because of the lust factor and the sexual factor. Okay, because most of these women out here, especially if they're attracted to you, they're gonna understand your journey to a point, but at the same time, man, they're gonna still try to find ways to take your energy. And energy isn't just about your seed, man. It's about your time, your focus, your dedication, all that stuff. And if they create a shift in your mindset, right, where you're not balanced and you're unbalanced and you just spiraling because of something that happened, those are signs that you need to get out of that situation. Because retention is established to build your discernment. Okay, so your discernment is heightened when you own retention. Now, when you dating these women, man, you gotta be careful, man. And I see why a lot of men that is on retention don't date, because it's really the better choice in some cases, because it's hard to be like, I'm on retention, and then you want to sleep with somebody, but at the end of the day, the person you want to sleep with, you probably want to sleep with this person, but you know that you can't sleep with them because you're on retention. Retention is one of them things that's going to hinder you from having that active sex life, right? So since you know you're going to have that, not going to have that, you're going to have to make amends with yourself and say, hey, I can go out with her, hang out with her, whatever, but I can't. I got barriers I got to set. I got boundaries I got to place, because I got a mission that I want to hit. A lot of people that are on retention, man, especially for long streaks, they have remarkable stories as to things that they've accomplished in their life because they removed that one thing. Like, it's people that's on retention that still do all the other stuff, but the main core thing is eliminating your sexual appetite. Like, once you cut that out, their energy can go to so many other things, and your energy is so like just crazy. Like right now, I was like, man, I'm gonna go and go to this spot, and I'm gonna just record. That's what I'm doing now, just recording, man. And my energy is heightened because of it. And I want y'all to understand that when you dating these women is difficult. Dating them is gonna be difficult because the first thing is you're gonna see right through them. You're gonna see what type of time they on off top. You're gonna see if this person really here for you or just here just for just a smash, or they here for friendship. You will see that all real. Most of these guys that having these issues in relationships nowadays and complaining about women, they not on retention. That's straight up. I haven't seen many men on retention, especially long streaks, complain about women, because it is not an issue anymore, because you're not trying to smash. A lot of dudes become frustrated because their sexual instinct and sexual appetite isn't being fed, which leads to the frustration and the aggravation and the madness. But when you stop that, your life changes. Another thing, the mindset of the modern woman is going to be aggravating for you on retention, because what's going to be aggravating is that you're not going to understand why she isn't disciplined. You're not going to understand why she does certain things, because she is moving in the illogical mindset. She is based on emotion. Now, when you're on retention, you do understand female nature to another level, so that's perfectly fine. But when it comes down to understanding how the woman listens to you and reacts to you and stuff like that, you have to understand it all started from the beginning. Okay? Eve was curious, right? That's what ended up with her biting the apple. Same thing you see in these different situations with women where they go to a certain situation and know that it's not good for them and know it's not healthy for them, but they go to it out of curiosity. That's the same thing that's happening today. So that's the first thing I want y'all to understand, that first and foremost. Now, once that happens, you, the person on retention, you have masculine frame on your side, which means that you shouldn't be moved. Even if a woman, just being real, you on retention, let's say you're on day 95. Now, matter of fact, I'll make it worse. Let's say you're on day 99 and you sitting there dating this girl for 3 months and she invites you to her crib and she naked at your crib. Now, at that point, you on day 99, you 1 day to 100. You gonna fold or you gonna keep going and gonna go to day 100? That's what I'm saying. She wants the curiosity out of you because you haven't even given her the one thing she knows every man wants at the end of the day. But you told her from the beginning that you're not on that type of time. But now lines have been crossed and now you have to make a decision. Which one you gonna choose? That's why it's hard. That's why it's difficult. And when you continue on this path to date these women that's not equally yoked to you, not understanding your retention journey, not really not even just retention though, but in general, not understanding nothing that's going on with you, right? Like not relating to it, not trying to even be in a submissive mindset to things you're doing. What I mean by that is if I tell you, hey, this is what I'm on and this is my boundary, if they don't respect it, man, you gotta go. You gotta go. You can't make compromises for these things. I've lived through this, man. Like I've lived through this stuff I'm telling y'all about, man. Like it's hard to make these decisions for yourself because at the end of the day, you have to choose yourself in this whole process. The retention process is really honestly you getting closer to God, but at the same time, you gotta understand that this is gonna catapult your life to another level because you're doing something only 1 to 3% of men are practicing. 1 to 3% of men are actually practicing retention. Out of that, only a certain amount hitting 100 days, 180 days, 1,000 days. That's not a lot of men. So you're gonna be on a different vibration. You're not gonna even want to do the stuff that the typical modern woman do. You're not gonna relate to that. You waking up in the morning going to the gym and stuff. She probably ain't waking up going to the gym. She probably still sleeping 9, 10 hours or something. Or probably was out the night before. That's what I'm saying. That's where the misalignment is at. You have to understand that it's going to be things where people you talk to or date you're not going to align with. That's understandable. But you got to make sure that you are aligning with at least 70% of things. Because the least aligned you all are, the worse the situation would be. Okay? So you need to understand that about dating. Now, I want y'all to definitely understand that dating on retention is a thing that only select men do. I know a lot of men now that's saying that they on retention and not dating, and that's really the best way to go because you don't have to deal with the temptation piece. But to actually see how strong you are, you need to date because you need to understand that you're not going to fold to those situations and know that you're actually ready. Because a lot of people on these streets on retention that's not interacting with women and stuff, they're not really putting themselves in the fire. Like, for instance, I haven't drunk in 5 months, right? Now, I can go to a club or whatever and not drink and it's no problem. And I don't want to drink. That's how I know I'm strong and I'm done with it. That's me. But a lot of men aren't at their level when it comes to certain things. But you need to put yourself in dating situations around women so you can be able to see how strong you really are. Because if you're on these streets and you're not putting yourself in a situation, you're not strong like that. You're not. That's just a fact. So I want y'all to understand that, alright? So those are the reasons why it's hard dating on retention. Y'all can put in the comments on things that have been difficult for you all on retention with dating and stuff like that, man. Just let me know. Put it in the chat. I respond to y'all, so just make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. All right, it's BCA ready for what not for play. I ain't even started with this time. I just went straight to y'all, didn't it? My bad. BCA ready for what not for play. BCA out.